They was running over me like they was trying to stomp out the devil. Like they wanted me to meet God himself. The way they was running over me, I looked like a sprayed out buck. Hello, my queens and kings. It's your girl Maroon Nikki back again, time and time again with another video. So, you know what we don't like to do, and that's a waste time. So let's get into this story time, okay? I gotta give you a little background. You know I do, because how would you be able to understand what's going on? How would you be able to feel the way I felt if I don't? So let's get into it, shall we? Now, just to let y'all know a little bit about me, I grew up in the church, all right? I grew up in the church. My mom, Jamaican mothers, they don't play when it comes to going to church. Yeah, them churches where they be over there stomping and going crazy, them Pentecostal churches, yeah, that's where I was at. So every year we would go to a convention called Winterfest. Now, Winterfest was held at a big convention center in Rochester, New York. I don't know the name of the convention center off the top of my head because I was in like the 5th grade when this happened. Now, if you know the convention center, it's a very well-known convention center. If you know the name, comment it down below. Basically, we all had signed up. The whole church had signed up to go to this event. This was my first time going to Winterfest. I believe my mother had gone to other Winterfest, but this was my first time going with her. So I was excited, you know. Now, for those of you that listen to gospel music, Mary was going to be performing at the time. And I was crazy about Mary. Like, it was not a joke. That was the highlight of the convention. That was what I was looking forward to. We all hop on the bus and we travel out there. The first night, it wasn't Mary performing. Mary was going to perform on the second day. So the first day when we arrived, we were seeing all of these little groups and stuff like that. It was a snooze fest. I was bored out of my mind. I was falling asleep. I did not want to see them. Day 2 comes, right? And I'm excited. I am excited. I had already told my mom, like, look, I need to get front row seats. The way it's set up is whoever gets to the seat first, that's your seat. So if you come early and you wait outside early, you'll be at the front of the door and you'll be before everybody when it comes time for everybody to get a seat. So that's how it was. There was no assigned seating or anything like that. I told my mom already, I'm leaving you. Like, you could come to this little concert and everything like that, but I am going to wait extra early outside the doors before everyone gets there because I want to be able to be in front of the crowd and get a seat up close. So my mom was like, okay, that's fine. I'm at the front, right? By myself, because y'all know I don't need nobody. A bunch of other little kids my age, but not a lot. It was just like a few kids, and we were just standing there. Over time, the crowd starts to pick up, and it's a bunch of people behind us, but we're in the front. So I'm not worried. Time gets close. I'm anxious. It's building. I'm talking to the other girls like, oh my God, you excited to see Mary? They're like, yeah, oh my God. Da, da, da. We're all just chit-chatting, right? You would think everything would be going perfectly fine, right? Wrong. Now security is posted up outside the door. They're announcing that they're about to open the door in 5 minutes. This is how I knew this was about to be a bloodbath. Security is telling us to back up, we're about to open the doors. You would think that they would actually back up, but instead they're pushing forward and they're getting more aggressive. We're just little kids in the front, but they don't care about that. They're pushing so hard that as security's opening the door, the little girl, one of the girls that I was standing next to in the beginning, her arm gets stuck in these gigantic doors. When they open the door up, y'all, and people are running and the door is swinging open on her arm. Oh my God. I get swept up with the crowd. Like, I can't even help her. I don't even know I can't even help her. I get swept up with the crowd because I'm in the front and I'm trying to run down the aisles. And it feels like the longest run of my life. This run feels endless. Okay? And honestly, we're all just scattered like roaches when you cut the light on. Like, that's how we're looking out here. Okay, but it just so happened that I was the roach that motherfuckers had to raid for because, baby, when I tell you during that run, they started getting so aggressive, they couldn't even stand me being in the way no more. So you know what they did? They pushed me. They pushed me over. The chairs were connected by metal rods. So what happens when they push me over? My face, boom, bangs right into the metal rod and I fall to the floor in the middle of the aisle. And you would think that brothers and sisters of Christ, you would think just human beings looking out for other human beings was see that this child, mind you, I'm in the 5th grade, this child is laid out on the ground. And baby, you know what they did? They stomped me out like I was a roach. I looked like a sprayed out bug. Baby, they was running over me. Nobody stopped. One by one by one by one. It was ridiculous. They was running over me like they was trying to stomp out the devil. Like they wanted me to meet God himself. The way they was running over me. I looked like a fucking human swastika the way I was laid out. Bent back paperclip the way I was laid out. I was laid out. I was laid out. Laid the fuck out on the ground. Screaming and crying. These people did not stop and help me. Help me. Can you do that? I'm on the ground. Christians. Children of God. Help me. Oh, you don't want to do that? Cool. People can't ask me why I got trust issues, bro. Because my trust issues is deeper rooted. Before I even passed out, somebody stopped and said, oh my God, we should help her. And they said, no, forget that. Keep going. Let's get a seat, and proceeded to run off. So I passed out. Sure did. Sure did. Sure did. Sure the fuck did. They tore me the up in that damn aisle. They tore me the up. Okay? I don't trust people. Because look at this. Look at this. Look at how you did me. You would think that's where it ends. It doesn't end there. Okay? It don't end there. I start to come to. And what brought me back was me hearing somebody screaming, saying, what are y'all doing? This little girl's on the ground. Why are y'all running all over her? Finally, somebody says, maybe we should help her. Okay? We should help her. She's on the ground like this. They called security. My wrist was busted. When security finally saw me on the ground, instead of picking me up, instead of calling someone to put me on like a stretcher or something to roll me out of there, they pick me up by my wrists and they drag me. My legs are on the ground and they drag my body up the aisle like I was dead, like I was legit a sandbag. They dragged me like I was nothing. Getting dragged against carpet at that. Carpet burn. I'm crying because I'm in pain. They're literally grabbing where it hurts the most. Someone from my church sees me crying and getting my body dragged out by security and tells my mother that something has happened to me, and I don't know if they might have insinuated that I did something wrong. Because when I tell you, my mom pulled up belt in hand, ready to go, until she realized that this wasn't that type of party. My mom realizes that, holy shit, something happened to her. So she's so concerned now because she was ready to beat my ass. She goes into mother mode, the caring mother mode. So long story short, I didn't go to the next day of Winterfest because it's a 3-day convention. I didn't go to the next day of Winterfest. I literally could not move my wrist. Like the rest of me was sore and beat up. My face was blackened because of where I fell. 1/4 of my face was black. I just couldn't move my wrist. I couldn't do anything. Like I couldn't do anything at all. My mom was like, I need to get you to a doctor as soon as we get back. We got back. I went to the doctor. The doctor told me my wrist, my arm, completely fractured. Completely fractured. My face is gonna heal, but it's gonna take a while. They like had to literally examine my whole entire body. So I finally get home and everything like that. I'm recovering. I'm sleeping in my bed. The phone rings. Phone keep ringing. Phone keep ringing. Phone keep ringing. So I answer my house phone. It's, I guess, somebody of importance from this convention center that owns this convention center. And they are talking to me. I am only in the 5th grade. They are in my ear on this house phone begging me not to sue them. Begging me not to sue them. I'm just a minor. I'm a child. Why are you asking me that? You know what I'm saying? I know you're probably wondering, did I get to see Mary Mary? I did. They offered me a front row seat in exchange for my treatment that day. And it was so bad because even though I had a front row seat, everybody was in that open space between the front row seat and the stage. So I couldn't even see Mary Mary up close. Everybody was just jumping up and down in front of me. I couldn't even see him. It wasn't even worth it. But yeah, if you like this video, don't forget to like, definitely don't forget to comment, and most definitely don't forget to subscribe and push that post notification bell so you can receive a notification of my post when I post. Now, with that being said, I will see y'all in the next story time next Tuesday. So y'all stay blessed and stay royal, my queens and kings. Bye-bye.